Dear class 2 students, welcome back. So today we will discuss about lesson 7 EVS, my natural surroundings. So you can all turn to page 36, 36. Now after studying this lesson, students, you will learn about the natural features, the importance of natural features, different types of natural features such as plains, okay, hills, valley, river, mountain, etc. And also we will learn the importance of protecting wild animals and also the importance of trees and forests. So students, let's get started. So students, um, there are beautiful natural features all around us, right? Such as like this. We can see mountains, we can see valleys, right? So students, have you ever thought about this? Have you ever uh, seen all this? Have you ever see our state Nagaland, our country India, how beautiful it is? Have you ever pondered on it? So students, our state Nagaland is blessed with beautiful natural features all around, right? Students, our state Nagaland, often it is called as a hilly state, right? So students, all the land, okay, all the land, they are not of the same type. It can be different, okay, it can be different. Some may be very hilly, some may be plain, some may be slope. So students, we are going to see about the different natural features, and these natural features are not man-made, but these are from nature. These are God gifted. So let's learn about our first natural features, that is plains. So this type of land are called plains. Plains, plains. Now students, in some part of our state Nagaland, we'll find this type of land, right? So students, the low, okay, low, L-O-W, the low flat land are called plains, okay? So let me repeat it. The low flat lands are called plains. And in some part of our state, we will find this type of land. You can see how beautiful it is, right? Okay, now students, the next type of natural features that we will see is hills, okay? Hills. Now students, this is our state Nagaland. Our Nagaland state, it is a hilly state, okay? So do you know what are hills? This type of land are called hills. So the land higher than the plains are called hills. Okay? Now students, we will see the next type of natural features. Okay? The next type of natural features is mountains. Mountains. Now you can see how beautiful the mountains are. So mountains, they are very high hills. Okay, very high hills. Now students, do you know the highest mountain peak in the world? It is Mount Everest. So you can see here. So Mount Everest is the highest mountain peak in the world. Okay? So students, you can see here this one. The top, the top of this mountain, this is called peak. Okay? Peak. Now students, the next type of natural features that we are going to see today is valley. Okay? Valley. Now we can see how beautiful the valleys are. Okay? So students, here you can see the picture of valley. So valley it is the land, okay? It is the low land. It is the low land between mountains, okay? Between mountains or hills, okay? So the low land between the mountains or hills are called valley, okay? Now students, I'm going to show you one of the beautiful valley, okay? That we have in our state, Nagaland. Are you ready? That is Dzukou Valley. So you can see here how beautiful it is, right? So this one we find in the borders of Nagaland and Manipur. Okay, so see, so these valleys are the lowland between the hills or mountains. Now students, we will discuss about river, right? Now students, do you know how rivers are formed, students? So I have shown you mountains, right? I have shown you mountains. Now the snow falls on the mountains, right? See, okay. The snow falls on the mountain, right? So now do you know, students, what happens to this snow? See. So what happens to this snow? So students, when this snow melts, okay, when this snow melts, they form into a river, okay? They form into a river. And do you know what does this melting means? So this melting means it is a changing, okay? Changing or conversion from solid to liquid. So when this snow melts, they forms into a river. So let me show you what happens when this snow melts. How does it looks? So you can see here. So students, this is what happens when the snow melts, okay? So you can see here, students, the snow melts and it is forming into a river, okay? So isn't it it's interesting? So from here, you have also learned about melting, right? So melting, it is the conversion or changing from solid to liquid state. Okay, so students, we have learned about different types of natural features around us, right? So let's recall them one by one. So there are plains, Plains, plains. Now we have also learned about hills, Hills, hills. Now students, we have learned about valley, Valley. Now students, we have learned about mountains, Mountains. And we have learned about river. And students, you have seen how river is formed, right? So students, we all know how beautiful are all these natural features. So to take care of these natural features is our responsibility. Okay? So students, now you can see here, we can see forests, we can see peoples, different people, right? So students, how beautiful is our land? Right? How beautiful is our land with different types of people, right? With different types of people, and we also see animals right around. So how beautiful it is. All different types of life form living together in a perfect harmony, right? So we should be thankful of our land, which God has gifted us. And to take care of it, it is our responsibility. Okay? So students, now, do you see this? So students, what do you learn from this? Now, here, they are harming the animals, right students? So we should say no to killing of wild animals. Okay? Now, students, these animals, they are living things and they need to be protected. Just like human beings, they need to be protected. Now, students, we human beings, for protection, we need shelter, right? For survival, we need food, right? For protection, we need clothes, right? So just like that, the wild animals, students, they are like us. They need to be protected. Now, they cannot speak like us. So to protect these wild animals is your and my responsibility. We should spread awareness. Now, students, if we kill, or if we harm any wild animals, we are disturbing and we are breaking the chain. Okay, we are disturbing the balance because everyone, everyone in this earth, we are connected. Okay, we are connected. Now, students, see, our clothes, we cannot live, we humans, we cannot live without clothes, right? So where does these clothes come from, right? Where does the woolen clothes come from? It comes from animal, right? Now, students, milk, it is very healthy. It is very important for our health, right? So where does milk come from, right? So we have many examples. Okay, so we should say no to killing of wild animals and we should spread this awareness. Okay, now students, let's see this. Now students, here we can see cutting down of trees. Now students, what do you think about this? Now students, we should say no to random cutting down of trees. Now students, trees are very important part of our life. Now students, we humans, we breathe oxygen, right? We need to breathe in oxygen. And do you know where does this oxygen comes? This oxygen comes from the plants, the trees. Okay? So students, we breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. So these plants, they breathe in, they take the carbon dioxide and they exhale. They breathe out, they take out oxygen, which is taken by humans. So see, we can see here exchange of gases between the plants and animals, right, students? We humans, we need oxygen, which comes from plants. And the plants, they need carbon dioxide, which they get from humans, right? So students, here we can see exchange of gases. Now students, our Mother Earth, our Mother Earth. Now this is where all kind of life form, be it animals, be it humans of different type, and be it plants, we all live here. Now this Mother Earth should be protected, right? So students, now when we cut down all this tree, okay, when we cut down all this tree, we are harming our Mother Earth. Okay, so we should be very wise about it and we should spread awareness. Now students, again, we are going to see more importance of trees. Have you heard about floods? Have you heard about floods? That is overflow of water. Now trees can protect, can prevent us from floods. Okay? Now floods, these are natural disaster, and it is harmful, it is dangerous. Okay? It can take away everyone. So in order to prevent this flood, we should say no to random cutting down of trees, because trees prevent us from floods. And students, have you heard about soil erosion? Soil erosion. That means degradation, degradation of the upper layer of the soil. So trees can protect us even from soil erosion. Okay? Now, why, how, and trees will protect us from soil erosion? Now, that is because trees, you can see their roots, right, deeply rooted in the soil. Now, through that, it will protect us from soil erosion. They are going to, the roots, from the roots, they are going to absorb all the water. Okay? Now, students, every day in and around, we hear lots of loud noises, right or wrong? Loud noises. Now, these loud noises can be from vehicle, can be from big industry, right? Now, can be from loud musical instruments. Now, this will create what? This will create noise pollution. And our ear is very sensitive. So students, trees can even prevent us. Trees will protect us from the noise pollution. And we see in the atmosphere, there are many dust, right? There are many dust, which is not healthy for all of us, for every humans. So trees protect us from dust as well. So students, today we have learned the importance of wildlife, the wild animals, how they are important. Today we have also learned the importance of trees, forests, plants, right? So students, it is your and my responsibility to take care of our natural surrounding, which God has gifted us. It is your and my responsibility to spread awareness about um, protecting our wild animals, protecting our trees. Okay? And we have seen all the beneficial, all the importance of all these trees, forests. Okay? So students, that comes to the end of the chapter. So from this chapter, we have learned the importance of our natural surroundings, natural futures. So now I'm very sure you can differentiate between different types of natural features that we have around us, right? And we have learned the importance and how to protect the, uh, the trees and wild animals. So students, now it is question time. So are you all ready? So let's get started. So students, the first question, name some of the natural features you see around you. So students, we have many natural features around us. So what are those natural features? Let's name them. So the answer for question number 1 would be plains, Plains, hills, Hills, valleys, Valley, mountains, Mountain, mountain. So that's very easy, right? Now, the second question, are you ready? The second question is, what is the difference between a mountain and a hill? So I have shown you the mountain and I have also shown you a hill, right? So students, mountains are very high hills, right? And a hill they are land higher than the plain. Okay? Now students, what is a valley? Valley. I have shown you a beautiful valley. Do you still remember Dzukou Valley? Now students, what is a valley? The valleys are, these are the lowlands between mountains or hills. Now students, our fourth question, how are rivers formed? So I've shown you, right students? Um, when the snow falls on the mountains, right? I've shown you a picture of snow falling on the mountains. So what happens to that snow? The snow melts, right? The snow melts and it forms into a river. So river, they will start flowing from mountains to the valleys to the plains. Okay? Now students, our last question. Our last question is, what is a plain? Now students, plain, as I have shown you, it is the low flat lands. Okay? The low flat lands are called plains. So that comes to the end of our question time. Now, students, I will leave you with a homework. And this homework is going to be very interesting. So every one of you, you have to do this homework, okay? So the homework is, you have to draw any land features of your locality and color it. So just go out and see any land features, any natural features that you see around your locality. Because we all live in different land types, some in hilly, some in plains, right? So just look around it and draw, and you color it with your favorite color. Okay, students? So that is the homework. And I know all the class 2 students, you are smart kid. You are going to do this homework. Okay? So students, that comes to the end of this lesson. In the next class, we are going to start with a new interesting lesson.